I'm not happy right now.
Well, yeah, that's because I hate you.
I hate you too.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Loki, we see that in the movie too, honestly, where Joe for a time prioritizes his career over 22, who I guess you consider his friend, and it's like I think a lot of the times we may prioritize. Yeah, maybe even his best friend, but sometimes I think in life we prioritize. And I think this happens as we get older, maybe not necessarily right now while you're listening to this, or even us right now while we're talking about it. But I think sometimes in life you prioritize making money and getting that next big job over the people that are around you, you know? And you're like, well, they'll always be here. And, I mean, you'll end up pushing them away. And then once they are away and you don't have those people that were around you, kind of realize, it's like, oh, damn.
Not as much with the pushing away, but like Joe's barber.
Right.
22 goes in there and starts getting deep on him. And then his barber opens up to him and he's like, hey, like, I'm happy. Like, we finally really talked. Like, all we ever talked about was jazz. And 22 is like, oh, like, why didn't we ever, like, get to know you? Why didn't I ever get to know you before that? And he's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's just about putting yourself out there.
Definitely. 100%. I think that's a really deep part of the movie, too. I like that scene a lot. It's pretty awesome, honestly. Yeah, I think it's cool too because it kind of shows you can find the like friendships in the randomest of locations, even, you know. But yeah. Also, going back to that thought of who guided me into this world, I would have to say.
All right, you got it.
I think I do. I don't know. I mean,
what was the last one you said?
I don't even know. Michelangelo, I think I said.
Oh yeah, no.
Which is
you get another go at it.
Yeah. All right.
Michelangelo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, right?
Yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, not the painter. But honestly, I don't know. I mean, so I wouldn't say it's necessarily like person, but I mean, low key, like if we had to say like a character from a book,
no, but say it.
Oh no, now I'm blanking on the book's name.
Huckleberry Finn.
Oh my god. Lenny and what's the other dude when he shoots him in the back of the head?
Mice and Men.
Of Mice and Men. I would low-key say just like...
You're Lenny?
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm Lenny, but I would say like the motif or theme of that book is kind of like a way that I try to live my life by. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like... Because isn't that whole book about...
Explain.
Isn't that whole book about like enjoying like the little... Not the little things, but like the simplicity and like... how things can get extremely dark once you start.
You have so little.
Yeah. I don't know, just like the idea of like you said, where you have so little, like you don't need to have a lot.
Is that a John Steinbeck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought so.
Yeah. Gas book. I don't know. Yeah, you don't have a lot to be happy. And like Lenny's character is like he's just happy to be. I forget who the other dude's name is, but Lenny's character is just happy to be like friends with him. And, you know, it's like he's just like enjoying every day. And like, honestly, the end is like super sad of that book. But like, honestly, like low key a little bit. Like, gotta live your life a little bit like Lenny, you know?
Yeah.
Just take a little bit of the appreciation in the simple things in life.
I kind of answered my first time as a joke, but I'd probably say like Wilt Chamberlain, really, like, being honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super athletic. Like,
much more realistic.
You're also like 6'10", too.
Yeah,
he was
6'10",
oh, really?
250. Yeah.
250, damn. You put on some weight. Muscle?
Yeah, you can't see it because it's like very dense.
Wilt Chamberlain, like I have a feeling he almost didn't exist because that man had like mythic athleticism.
I don't know if I believe the 100-point game. If it was like 102 points, I believe it more than 100 points.
The fact that he got I believe the 100-point game.
You do?
If Wilt Chamberlain actually existed, he scored 100 points in a game.
I think.
What do you mean if he actually existed?
I don't know. He just he seems
like Jesus,
too
we don't really know.
like he seemed too perfect. I mean,
fair.
Not in
mountain lion,
not like
sure.
the basketball
bare
sense,
hands.
because he was an extremely successful basketball player, obviously, but he wasn't. He was never considered the greatest player of his generation because Bill Russell won 11 championships, but like the man had sex with 20,000 women.
Damn, 20,000.
He owned a nightclub in New York, and he played for the Philadelphia Warriors back in the day.
Man was doing well for himself there.
Every night he would drive from Philly to New York, go to his club.
That's a trek too.
Every night, and he would just make love.
Okay. Did not know that. That's an interesting little factoid about him.
Yeah, he went on Conan in the 90s and talked about it. It's on YouTube.
There's got to be a
Really?
little bit of a tall tale with him.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. He's like
The
a tall
legend of
tale.
him is probably a little exaggerated.
Fair.
I'm pretty sure he said he could bench like 600 pounds
Yeah.
or something crazy. He said, I watched the Conan interview
500
too.
to 600.
Shout out Conan, come to our show, Conan. We're giving a lot of shout outs out, a lot of invites too.
Yeah. Fair. I mean, hey, if they want to come on, they can.
Think they ever
All
will.
about going invites, not many incoming.
Yeah, I know. Where's our shout outs? You know, Joe
What-
Rogan, Bill Burr, now Conan. We better hear some shout out back like to
Yeah,
our
no,
podcast.
but-
What's up, guys?
Where's the, I love SOS Cinema. It's really great. I
Yeah,
hope they
yeah.
come on to our shows.
Joe Rogan, I'm free. I think I'm gonna whiz and teeth out on Friday, so wish me luck. But Joe, I think I'll be good to talk maybe Monday. Want to meet? And I'll meet in Austin with you.
Oh, okay.
Be on the podcast if you want to invite me.
Yeah.
But I
You
don't
guys
know.
gonna take some oxy together?
I mean, Joe Rogan doesn't do oxy.
I feel like if you sat,
No, he's
sat
so
down
healthy.
with them and wanted to have like the
He's so
experience
healthy.
together and be like, Joe, like listen,
No, we're gonna go
we're gonna go
isolation
through this
tank.
together, and it's
We're gonna go in a
it's gonna be
sauna.
great.
We're
gonna meditate.
gonna use kettlebells and eat elk.
Eat elk? Okay. That's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
Also, the other guy in Mice of Men is George.
George.
Word.
But yeah, hold on. Just to briefly touch on that too.
Curious
Because that
George.
book is about basically just finding jobs in the Great Depression
Mhm.
and the struggles of finding work. So that's why I
Good
also
old
think
Steinbeck.
that like this book not pushed me into like this life, like I would say, but like guides my life because it relates kind of heavily to now where like finding jobs can be a really hard thing to do, you know?
It's always the struggle. You kind of like enjoy the time. and just
Exactly.
appreciate the struggle. I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Exactly.
That's kind of the same thing.
Revel in the
I
experience.
started like Mark Twain.
good or bad.
Huck Finn kind of the same for me, that book, because like
Yeah.
there was just so much shenanigans in that book,
Right.
and like my life is a lot of shenanigans too. I feel like everyone's life's a lot of shenanigans.
Mhm.
Like life is just weird,
Right.
and like he just kind of goes with it, and like damn, that's kind of like inspiring. I don't think that was the point of the book, but maybe it was.
I mean, hey, it's what you
It
got
was,
out
it
of
was what I got
yeah.
from it, and books a piece of art, and that's what art is about.
Yeah.
The impression it makes on you.
For sure.
But,
But it's pretty
uh,
awesome.
This has been a fun podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
Nice.
honestly, we haven't really stayed discussing the film a lot, but I think it
But
all touches to the film, you
the
know?
film's so much about life that you can just talk about life
Right.
Exactly.
and be talking about the
It's
film.
pretty short too, like we said.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is funny too because for such a short film, it has such a substantial effect on someone. I feel like, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
so I
pretty
mean,
awesome.
if you haven't watched the movie yet, the hell are you doing? You should have stopped and watched this
Definitely.
45 minutes
I mean,
ago.
we probably didn't even spoil that much.
But-
We're kind of off topic.
Yeah, I don't think we did, but
if you hadn't, I hope you're inspired to watch it now.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
actually spoil. So, Joe gets a second chance at life. She should have watched the movie. Come on, I just spoiled the movie a little bit.
we did say that earlier too. I mean,
Okay,
so,
what else? What other spoilers can we give them at this point? If
so Joe gets a second chance at life.
his mom finally supports him.
His mom supports him at the end. I mean, we already said that.
Mother Teresa hates one soul.
Oh, yep.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so next time we'll be watching Bottle Rocket.
Wes
Which is-
Anderson's first film.
Came out in
Yes.
the 90s. I'm looking forward to that. I haven't seen it yet. Can't wait.
Wait, Nick, what would you say this movie is?
Like, how would I describe it?
Yeah, for the kids in the back.
We don't have to describe too much.
Let's
of
say
it.
it's very,
No. 2 words. 2 words.
God, I said it to you guys like 10 times. I'm blaming the words like. Dude, you put me on the spot here. It's hard when you put me on the spot like
we can talk about that next time. I mean, we got a whole hour next time.
It's a cult classic.
Oh, it's
Cult
a cult
classic.
classic. It's
Cult
for
classic.
sure a cult classic.
Yeah.
I will say.
So, if you want to email us, sos dot cinema. No, it's not sos. It's sos.cinema.sos@gmail.com. This we haven't gotten any emails yet because we haven't posted officially yet. We're posting right now officially the first 6 episodes.
Woo. Give us some support. Hype us up.
Woo woo!
Tell your friends about it. Tell your grandma about it. She'll love
Tell
us.
Joe Rogan about it. Come on.
Grandma's favorite podcast.
We
All right.
await your messages.
All right. Goodbye,
Sorry,
guys.
I don't want to creep you guys out. Have a good night.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.